Okay, so one of the reasons it's nice to use Google Forms. When we go to our responses, we can actually create a spreadsheet on a Google Sheet. So when I do that, here's my Google Sheet. I can actually grade anything I want, right? So within this. So let's say, and this actual survey itself was a survey. It wasn't really a quiz. So some of these questions, what's your favorite color, right? Doesn't lend themselves to a right or wrong answer, but let's just pretend that it did. Okay, so let's pretend that blue is the correct answer. So let's say I want to grade all this. Right? So first of all, and also I don't have a name here, so if I were to do a quiz or some type of assessment, I'd ask for their name. Right? So let's go to C. I'm going to insert a column to the left. And now you can see, we don't have to, but I'll kind of extend that so we can see so it all fits in one column. Okay, so now I want to see if they did blue. Right? So blue is the correct answer. So now let's do, how about points? We can either type in our points individually. So let's go here. So I'll do an if statement. So equal if. So I want to know if the answer equals blue, and the actual capitalization doesn't make a difference. Right? It's not case sensitive, but you do need the quotes when you're going to input a word, right, instead of a number. If they put blue, I want to award them points. Let's say I want to award them 5 points. If they didn't put blue, I want to award them 0 points. And I'll close my if statement and then hit enter. So blue, this person has the correct answer. And now I can just drag down, and I've graded all 5 of those. Right? So first 3 are correct, second 2 are wrong, so 5, 5, 5, 0. Right, 0, 0. Okay, I could also, let's say I wanted to change it so the actual point value is an input. Right? Because now if I want to change this to, let's say, 3 instead of 5, I have to go in, and albeit it's not that hard, right? I change it to 3, and then I drag again, and now it changes it all to 3. But let's say I wanted to be more versatile. I can put the points up here. Right? So actually what I'm going to do is highlight this, make it red, so we know it's graded. Right? These are points. And just for aesthetics, I'm going to put them on the center. Okay. I'll bold the point value. So I want this to be the point value. So instead of putting a 3, I want it to enter this value right here. Right? So now when I scroll down, when I fill down, it's going to change my 1 to a 2, 2 to a 3, and I don't want that. I need this to stay C1. So I'll put a $sign right in front of the 1, and that'll keep the row constant. Right? So now when I drag, you can see, right, here's C1, I'll go down, still C1, still C1, still C1, still C1. Right? Had I not done that, so let's take out the $sign, when I drag now, you can see it's all weird. Here's C2, here's C3, here's C4 and C5. And it turns out, you'll see these didn't change, it just happened, that's the way it worked, right? Because C1, when I go down now, C2 is also 3, right? C3 is 3, and then C4 is 3, but they got it wrong, so they get a 0. So in this particular case, these didn't change, but that was just luck. All right, so if I were to change any one of these, let's change this to yellow. Right, now you can see here's a 0, but blue should be correct. Right? Okay, so if I don't want a row to change, I put a $sign in front of the actual numerical value, because those are the rows. And now when I scroll, a little too far, you can see now I have my 3. And I can just change this number now. So now they're all worth 5. Right? Now they're worth 11. And I can change one input value, which changes all the grades, instead of having to change and then fill again. Right? But that's how we can grade any single question in Google Sheets.